Precision English for finance. Stop hedging. Sound investor ready. Let's talk hedging, the little words that quietly drain confidence from your pitch. Overusing hedges signals doubt and risk. If you keep saying maybe, investors hear, "We're not sure." Investors want crisp, accountable claims that show you understand your numbers and will own outcomes. Your goal isn't to be reckless, it's to sound prudent, not timid. That means acknowledging uncertainty without hiding behind foggy language. By tightening your wording, you project leadership, clarity, and control. Exactly what high-stakes listeners look for when deciding where to place their money and attention. First, catch the hedgers in the wild. Common softeners include maybe, might, could, somewhat. They blur confidence. Then there are vague quantifiers like some, several, a bit. They suggest you haven't measured. Finally, the escape hatches, arguably, tends to, appears to. They let you dodge ownership if results disappoint. None of these are always wrong, but in a pitch, they pile up and make strong ideas sound fragile. Train your ear to notice them. Then ask, what exact claim am I making? And what evidence can replace these fuzzy words? Hedging has a purpose. Use it for unknowns and forecasts where outcomes legitimately vary. It's essential in regulatory or forward-looking statements to stay compliant and signal integrity. The key is discipline. One precise hedge per claim is enough. For example, we expect 9 to 11% growth sets a range without overqualifying. Avoid stacking hedges like, we maybe, might potentially see. Calibrate your certainty to your data. Stronger evidence, stronger verbs, thinner evidence, one measured hedge. That balance earns trust while protecting you from overpromising. Start by cutting doubles. Might possibly becomes might. Generally tends to becomes tends. Next, replace vagueness with numbers or ranges. Some growth, right pointing arrow, 6 to 8% growth. When you catch filler adverbs, basically, essentially, arguably, swap them with evidence, cohort retention, signed contracts, audited figures. If you can't quantify, define the mechanism. Pipeline increased after pricing change. These edits don't just shorten sentences, they sharpen accountability, making every claim traceable to data or a clear causal driver. Before, we kind of might see growth. This sounds unsure and unmeasured. After, we project 8 to 10% revenue growth. Clear range plus decisive verb. Before, costs will probably decrease some. Vague direction and amount. After, OPEX down 6% YoY driven by headcount. Specific metric, timeframe, and driver. Notice the pattern. Replace hedges with numbers, time anchors, and causes. Each after version tells investors what to expect and why, which is exactly how you earn credibility in finance conversations. Lead with decisive verbs. Project, expect, estimate, will. Each signals ownership calibrated to evidence. Then cite data so investors know where confidence comes from. Q2 cohort, audited results, pipeline as of October 31st, signed LOIs. Attribution reduces the need to hedge because you're showing your work. For example, we expect 9 to 11%, arranged by growth based on Q2 cohort retention and upsell. Now the claim stands on a source, not wishful thinking. Strong verbs plus clear sources transform soft opinions into accountable forecasts. Balance confidence with conditions. Use this structure. Claim plus basis plus caveat. Example, we expect margin to expand based on automation gains, assuming flat FX. The claim states direction, the basis explains why, and the caveat defines the boundary. This isn't hedging for safety's sake, it's risk framing. You're telling investors what you control and what could shift the outcome. Clear conditions also make Q&A smoother because you've already mapped the sensitivities behind your numbers. One clear claim per sentence. Avoid stacking ideas that dilute meaning. Numbers beat adjectives. Use metrics, ranges, and timeframes instead of words like strong or significant. Hedge only where uncertainty is real. One specific hedge per claim. Name the source of confidence. Cohort data, audits, signed contracts. Tie claims to drivers. Pricing, churn, mix, utilization. Cut filler. If a word doesn't add clarity or evidence, delete it. Follow this, and your pitch will read as confident, precise, and investor-ready.